nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my mom.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Their own 19-yard line.
But I can't go. No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Get it more than when I get expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First and 10.
They'll toss this out right for Connor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And that hits the right upright, but goes in anyway. Oh, friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it. You're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
The ball carrier.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there and a 1st down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on rapid.
Now Burrow loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. First and 10. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
To throw on second and 6. Jackson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ravens 3.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Connor. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
The tackle by...
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Jackson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
This time Jackson will throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However,
what the fuck? How? Get the fuck out of here, man.
Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. They'll try to run it. This is Connor.
Get the fuck out of here. That nigga.
Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
His kick.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He gives to Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Now it's Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his running back, Mixon. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
The Bengals 1st down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd. And they'll get this down to the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Ravens 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Jason Myers.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Bengals
footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
From the 10.
Oh, he bowls over it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 17, Jackson flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now they'll run the toss here to the wide side of the field. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up first and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Ravens 17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
But it's 4th.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And Myers able to knock it through, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 8.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the draw, Connor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, a run with Connor. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
He was tackled.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
To number 86.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They're passing here. Joe Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Marcus.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Bengals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Catch the ball, man.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Yard attempt.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
58-yard attempt.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Option play, Burrow holding on to it.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 50. He's at the 40.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Fumble on the play.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
Check. 24 is the mic. In your face.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. Shifts by him. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Jason Myers.
A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost him.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Jackson now rolling to his right. And his throw here is incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Turnover that just got them the football back. Obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't
don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team. But the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick, and he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
2nd and 5.
He's coming. We got double up. Whip. Watch the whip.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 41. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Open man is Duvernay. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
45-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Coverage there by Von Bell. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check.
Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. First down. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. On the crossing route, complete. That's Boyd. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Bengals, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.